Hi, I wrote this piece some time back. It's called Why Does a Prostitute Buy Lipstick? I haven't memorized it, so it's a little rough on the edges. Please bear with me. Here it goes. She felt the weight of a million corpses thrown over her, as if she had suddenly sunk in quicksand and the grounds had converged right before her sterile screams could escape through the cracks of closure. But there were no cracks. No gaps, no fissures, no indentations, no irregularity, no aberrations, no vibrations, nothing. It was a deadbolt, the murder of sound. An extreme weight engulfed her body, which by now had graduated into an anamorphic paralytic state. A single blink sucking out mammoth's amount of prehistoric energy, if only she could tell if her eyes were open or shut. There is something utterly terrorizing about a mind that refuses to die and a body that refuses to obey. It is perhaps more revolting to imagine a body that refuses to die and a mind that refuses to obey, for isn't that but a state of that very mind? Within her irises the pupils dilated and recoiled in fear of their own reflection, her eardrums welling up with the silence of a simple thud of a severed head. One swift and sudden samurai-like blade had sliced through those senses with killer precision, deft at its at-will termination and slow kosher-like bleed of memories and denial. The abstraction traveled like a master manipulator between her left and right nostrils, a mantra. Her throat had now grown a garden of cacti, pecked by the pins of words that seemed to shuffle their defeat and dread as they hitchhiked through the swan-like tunnel of her neck. The backgrounds changed. The layers peeled themselves into the yawning arms of twilight. A trapped shadow was banging her hand against the telescopic windows of a car submerged in the water, her abysmal mouth birthing bubbles exploding into countless silver suns, and she rapidly being sucked through their dark craters, only to be swallowed by a vortex so fast and so furious that she could see her veins change color and dry up. A bludgeoning fall, spinning like the uncoordinated arms of a high-voltage line, intending to shatter its own tensile strength by its dramatic entrance into some tangible dimension, or like an occurrent squid gushing out from an artist's brush over a moving canvas, only with delayed coincidence. A ground to just float over, touching, but not. The tessellating slabs slide, arranging themselves beautifully like a withering and flowering chessboard as the pieces move, parting the vastness of her universe that existed only within the shallow and profound depths of her madness. Music floats in, a forbidden enchantress in a long white dress, beckoning her into the Gaussian noise of eternal grey wails, drawing her in and out and in of a wailed consciousness. The marble columns of her brains collapsed like a million human cards, changing faces like exposed predators, fathers, husbands, sons, mothers, daughters, sisters, lovers, teachers, neighbors, liars, liars, liars. Suddenly but gradually, someone ignites her feet. They burn. Slow, in surrender. She feels her toes. The fire spreads, slow and seductive in its mayhem, rising in tempo like the orgasm of Saharan deserts. And then there is concord, a cardle of all that separates. The mind, the body, the soul, the breath, the spirit, the right, the wrong, the colors, the blackness, the significance of futility. Like in differentiation of questions in sand grains, the pixels of her existence unite and coalesce like aging creases on crumpled white paper. And she writes on. She writes on. She wrote in lipstick. Thank you.